almost at the end of the first half, which means that you can get another drink, and you can have a cigarette and a wee. So great. The best bit. Is it, but do we really just go to these things so that like we can really appreciate things like that they're actually doing? So we can just organise them. But anyway, I love my comments. So let's welcome Mike. Right, so no, I have to say, Mike's Scrase, find him on YouTube and to watch his videos. And he's got some videos from Parsha and stuff up there as well. Cool.
The YouTube.
Oh wait.
The YouTube channel name is Mike Scrase. So don't search for Michael Scrase because that one is your own interest. Anyway, applaud now, please. Hello, everyone. So tonight's show is like a Christmas thing because around December everything has to be about Christmas, overshadowing certain people's birthdays. But yeah, I was going to talk tonight about how I'm working in retail and it gets really hectic around the holiday season and that can get really stressful. But today I realised like there's a lot of hype about this movie. What's it called? Yeah, the one that's Star Wars. Has anyone heard of Star Wars? Has anyone heard? Well, apparently, yeah, it's going to be really big. And I was going to talk about like working in retail and being a shelf stacker. Oh, everyone's done that, right? And then I remembered, oh shit, I auditioned to be in Star Wars. That's way more interesting. So I usually plan out my shows. I usually write out a script and try and see what jokes work and everything, and spend like weeks rehearsing, like the material. But then I realised, well, the script I've got here isn't the best, and I think this is a far more interesting story. So I'm turning my target computer off. May the force be with me. I'm going to do improv. Let's do this. Let me get my timer started because you see, sorry, fucking Sophie would not let me. I'm sorry.
Remember, I'm scary.
Okay. So yeah, I suppose you guys all heard the news a while back that they were doing auditions for Star Wars in Bristol, right? Did everybody know that?
Yeah.
So yeah. It was probably, to be honest, the way they set it up was probably just a publicity stunt, because really, how could they give like the thousands and thousands and thousands of people that auditioned the consideration that you would normally assume they'd give a lead for such a big movie, right? But the way I saw it is, I probably won't get the gig. Almost definitely won't get the gig. But in like 60 years' time, assuming I live, I'm a very impulsive, self-destructive person, let's be fair. I'm an entertainer, I just like that. Have you heard of Club 27? Well, I just turned 27. You've got another year to hang out with me, and then I'm going to blow my head off. Kurt Cobain style, yeah. Anyway. Burn bright, burn short, shit, I forgot what I was talking about. When in like 60 years' time, when I'm an old man, what story do I want to tell? Like, when kids talk about like Star Wars, because they will be talking about Star Wars in 60 years' time, it's going to be huge. What do I want to say? Oh, when I was a young man, they did auditions for Star Wars for the lead role in my city, but I didn't go. Or do I want to say, yeah, I fucking auditioned for Star Wars, and what? And they're not going to think, oh, they probably didn't. Because when you hear somebody audition for a lead role, you think, oh man, they're a superstar. You don't think, oh, they're just some dude who just decided to camp outside the Arnold Feeney all night, right? I went to the auditions the first day, and it was like packed. There was this line everywhere. I went quite early and everything, but still, it was completely packed. You couldn't get in, like they closed off the line by the time I got there. So I went along that night. I drank a bunch of energy drinks, and I just like camped out outside. You know how the Star Wars fans, they like to, just checking the time here, I got a rebel soon, shit. You know how the Star Wars fans, they like to camp outside the theatre and wait for the Star Wars so they can get in first, the proper geeks. Well, that's what we were doing. Except I wasn't doing it to be a geek. No, I'm not a geek, I'm an artiste. I'm a fucking thespian, and I was gonna go in and give my best, you know, hark! What light from yonder window breaks? It is the east, and Darth Vader is the sun. It turns out there weren't actually a lot of less Star Wars nerds in the line than I expected. There's actually quite a lot of sort of like acting people, and you'd be surprised like how many snobs there are in the acting community and the entertainment industry. I mean, I'm an entertainer myself, so I don't want to get too hard down on us or anything like that. But I did speak to this one girl who I was kind of like when the dawn was almost upon us, because like I said, I was in line for like 11 hours. Proper dedicated, because I needed to have this story. And it's paid off as well, it's paid off. Well, you're all fucking laughing. So I was just saying, like, I just made a comment about the fact that the sun hadn't come quite out yet, but I was, you know, it was getting light, even though the sun hadn't come across the horizon. And I was just saying, oh yeah, you know, that's called the magic hour. They call it the magic hour in photography. And she was like, I do know that, and then she started saying, I'm not stupid, and then I didn't know this was common knowledge, because I did a film degree, so I thought that was just a specialist thing, but no, apparently it's general knowledge. And then she started fucking boasting about how smart she was, and how good the school she went to, and how, like, exclusive and private it was, and I was just like, well, you know, I don't know these things. My school was, at the time that I went there, ranked the worst in the city, the 7th worst in the country. We actually got onto a TV show about bad schools, and the police officer was talking about this like moped that had been stolen in this alleyway, and it was like, they didn't name our school, but he was talking about this theft of this motorbike. It was right out, like in an alley right outside our school. I was well proud, it was fucking amazing. But anyway, I got in, and all they really wanted from me after all that was just to say hello and see a headshot. And it turns out last minute I had to have a headshot. Luckily, I didn't know that I had to have a headshot, but fucking hell, that's my original script, I'm not even using it. It's why yeah, it turns out I had to bring a headshot with me, and I didn't know this, but luckily I had a picture of me on with me anyway, because I'm very vain. Yeah, no, I had this picture because I got my hair cut a couple of weeks before that, and I was just carrying around my picture, because it's a very nice picture, and I like to show it. Look, I'm handsome, I'm fucking beautiful motherfucker. Pass it around. Any women in the audience, right, take this pen. Single women, please write down your number. Pass it back to me. Okay.
Every time!
Hey man, if you've got the looks, you've got to flaunt them, you've got to take advantage of them, okay? Just saying. Alright, so, yeah. Anyway, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I'm not doing Star Wars. I'm doing this. So really, it's a net win for everyone. So thank you for that. I guess it's Q&A time, because I think I might be over. Yes, by 100%. I'm over by 3 minutes. Sorry, Sophie.
You love that you're over. You little
Well, I can make it up to you actually, Sophie, because I have a little surprise.
Oh my god. Okay, go on.
Sophie does do a good job. Sincerely, because earlier when she said somebody said that somebody had accused her of being insecure. That was actually me. And now I'm going to make her feel bad for saying that, because Sophie does do a lot of good work getting this show set up. I really appreciate it. So from me to Sophie, thank you for being very good at
Okay, the card says, to our esteemed Master of Ceremonies, yeah, Merry Christmas, Sophie, from Squiggle.
That says Mike. It's a signature I have worked on so that I can get people. Like, if you want to get an autograph from me, you're going to get a high quality autograph.
Thank you so much. Thank you. About the Q&A. There's another one's about me. Okay. Any questions?
I was actually worried that you were going to reveal spoilers for the new Star Wars movie. Because if you had, I was a bit slack.
Well, actually, I have got some insider information because I did audition for it. No. So I do have a spoiler for Star Wars, right?
No.
I'm afraid. So I'm going to have to. Right. So in the new Star Wars film, it's quite interesting. In the new Star Wars film, Voldemort kills Dumbledore. I'm sorry to say, but that does happen. I'm afraid, yeah. So any more questions?
Have you auditioned for anything else?
Yes, I have. I've actually been in things successfully. I was on a sketch on Channel 4.
What? Yeah, I didn't know that.
You didn't know that? Well, alright, everyone go to...
I'll share it on the page. Send it to us.
I've been in a few sketches with a group called Gucksack. They got quite a bit of fame. They've done sketches with Ashens, if anybody knows Stuart Ashens. Did anybody see the Ashens movie? Darren Tomlinson, he's a friend of mine. Yeah. Well, I've appeared in sketches for fuck's sake. I've done a lot of stuff. Like, I auditioned, well, I sent my headshot off to be in a feature film. But the Gucksack, you can see that on YouTube. It's a sketch called Sex Problems by Gucksack. Sex Problems by Gucksack. Gucksack, G-U-K-S-A-C-K. That's the name of the sketch group, Sex Problems. I was in that. I've been in a bunch of other hour sketches, but it takes too long. I've been in, I've obviously been on TV because I was in that thing.
That's a little Easter egg to another show.
I could tell you a lot about my various different entertainment exploits, but I want more time being hilarious. So please continue. Well, have you got the time?
I know your sneaky trick with the Q&As.
Obviously I want to stay within the time slot. I don't want to be cheap, but I do want the most laughs possible. Like, I've got a quota. I must have so many laughs per minute, okay? I need to fucking look good. First of all, I want to get the best entertainment possible, and second of all, I need to fill the hole in my heart with laughter. I mean, not the Tears of a Clown. Listen to that. That's my life.
Okay. I'll go to Mike and tell him you liked it. Okay. Let's have a break now. See you guys. What's fair? Just before 5 past. If you're not back by 5 past, then you're starting. That's it. I don't care.